If you are an Amazon or Shopify seller, you know that the golden era of cheap traffic is over. PPC costs are at an all-time high. The algorithms are forcing you to spend more just to keep your rank. And if you turn off your ads today, your sales drop to zero tomorrow. In this state, you are renting your traffic, not owning it. But there is a small group of brands you are probably competing with that have figured out a way to drive thousands, if not millions, of cheap visitors to their store every single day and purchase their items. And they are doing this for free. My name is Noah Frydberg. I run Maverick, where we help brands scale with automated content engines. And today I'm going to show you how to build the content flywheel that is scaling the biggest brands on social media, enabling massive 7 and 8 and even 9-figure exits, all without spending a single extra dollar on ads. Section 1, the state of paid ads versus organic traffic. The current state of Amazon PPC and meta ads is absolutely destroyed. Relying 100% on paid acquisition is absolutely terrible for margins in 2025. The beauty of meta ads, and of course running ads in general, is you get instant results. Whether results are good or bad, you see them very quickly. Put the money in the account, you spend it on the ads, and then you see if you got sales or not. With TikTok, it can take a lot longer to see success. However, your cost per customer can be so much lower because of the fact that content can go organically viral and just be a lot cheaper than getting every single customer through paid ads. Right now, my agency, among most brands in this space, are seeing a massive halo effect. That means that TikTok Shop virality and affiliate views there are driving massive sales onto Amazon as well. Why do TikTok views actually translate to sales on Amazon? It seems to me that a lot of TikTok viewers actually prefer to buy product on Amazon and actually discover it on TikTok, whereas TikTok is still being used as an entertainment app for many. Amazon is their go-to purchasing app, and so it's great for TikTok Shop brands to also be on Amazon and vice versa. There's also a massive algorithm shift happening right now. Amazon and Google views external traffic very, very highly, meaning when you're bringing in views from somewhere else, it's actually going to help rank the product even higher and get even more sales on that main platform. Bringing in your own traffic is the ultimate cheat code to actually driving additional sales. Section 2, the problem-aware content strategy. There's a massive misconception here that any viral video is actually going to get a brand sales. I see this all the time with brands coming to me where they're making POV style videos, hopping on trends, and maybe even actually getting views, but they're still not actually translating that into new sales on TikTok. And they're confused that the extra views has not actually moved the needle for them in terms of sales volume at all. No added revenue from this style of content. And that's actually not surprising to me. That's quite typical. And that is because the type of content that goes organically viral is not the same as the content that drives organic sales. And so it's important to understand this difference. And it's okay to make those viral style trend videos, have an understanding of the fact that those are not going to be the ones that primarily directly drive revenue. Those are ones that can maybe bring in new viewers that you can then sell to later. And that's how you use those two different types of video funnels together. Most brands fail at UGC because they're trying to be influencers instead of sellers. And so that even reflects the way that they're hiring creators. Hiring creators that are influencers means that you're hiring creators and paying them upfront retainers, as opposed to hiring affiliates that are actually selling for you. That means they have a commission directly tied to the sales that they generate. And so they're of course going to be able to be more motivated and drive more direct sales from their content. And so this style of content is going to even affect the types of creators you hire, contracts that you write, and the agreements. And it's ultimately going to funnel down into types of sales that you're generating and the extent of the amount of sales that you're generating from organic to TikTok Shop and UGC. So now let's talk about the funnel mechanism. The problem-aware method is all about discussing the problem that your core customer demographic and your ICP actually struggles with. Let's say there's somebody who has dry, ugly hair and they've used traditional hair care products, bleached their hair before, and now it's just really dry and really unattractive. The ideal TikTok Shop viral video in this category would first capture that audience by talking about the struggle of that particular consumer with their poor hair quality, and then start to discuss how the solution might be in terms of health benefits, in terms of added sleep, in terms of sun exposure, whatever those things are. And then also mention the product as well and be like, hey, so this product that I have, this sea salt spray, also helps a ton with this issue as well. What most brands miss is you're not actually just building a TikTok account to get views. You're building a TikTok Shop affiliate program where creators are motivated and incentivized to sell your products. And this applies to TikTok Shop and of course also to Instagram, YouTube Shorts as well, but they're able to drive organic sales from Reels or Shorts. They make money, you make money, you get the added sales to your store, and you get tons of content that you can also whitelist for ads. It's a triple win. I'll also briefly dive into TikTok SEO as well. By the way, the hardest part of this strategy is not knowing what to do. It's about having the manpower to execute on this strategy effectively. It's about the time and the resources that you can put in to actually make sure TikTok Shop is a success for you. The strategy works, but now it's a matter of plugging it in for your brand in order to get results. And the only way to do that is by never giving up. That is exactly what we solve at Maverick by giving you access to our growing roster of over 37,000 creators who are already generating millions in sales for brands like yours. Just click the first link in the description box below to see how it works. Section 3, volume is the only variable. To give you a reality check on volume, 3 videos per week is simply not enough. A successful TikTok Shop should have at least 100 videos going up per week between the brand page and affiliate accounts. The affiliate accounts are the most important and are going to be the biggest needle mover to drive sales. If you look at Coca-Cola, Nike, really any brand, their their brand pages are insignificant compared to affiliates, if they care about affiliates at all in general, because brand pages simply have low engagement. Brand pages are seen as salesy, aggressive, noxious, annoying. I don't need to go on. Brand pages have low engagement in general. Whether you're Snapchat, whether you're Coca-Cola, doesn't really matter. What's really important is to have affiliate pages, because affiliate pages are what are able to talk about the product in a more salesy way in general and still actually get a lot of sales. And even in a non-salesy way, affiliate pages are what drive sales on TikTok Shop and on TikTok in general. In order to do this effectively, affiliates are going to be the primary driver, and so you need to have a high quantity of content going up in order to effectively do this. Another part of this is the fact that GMV max paid ads are not effective with less than 100 videos going into it per week. So the algorithm will not effectively test, and will not find winners, and will not spend if you do not have at least 100 videos going up per week. We built out the TikTok Creator Army method after I was working with Tabs Chocolate a few years ago. The reality is having hundreds of creators at a time is really the only way to succeed with e-commerce on TikTok right now. You don't need to have an in-house studio, you don't need to have photo shoots, and you don't need to pay models. All you need to do is send product to affiliates that are already looking to work with brands like yours and are already able to get similar results because you see the results they're getting for similar products and similar brands. We found that brands need to see at least 50 to 100 creators per month already ready and set up in order to start seeing these types of results. That's why we're able to onboard up to 3,000 creators for our brands in the first 30 days. In terms of attribution, we often see sales spikes on Amazon when products go viral on TikTok. And you can see that because it's in the same 24-hour period. Another way to track attribution is Social Snowball, because you can actually put tracking links in bios and see that as well. But the main thing with TikTok is attribution is super obvious because TikTok Shop proves sales and shows individual results of each TikTok creator. And so that's really the easiest way to track attribution because the commission goes straight to the creator and it all just makes a lot of sense. The brands that win in 2026 will not be the brands with the highest ad budget. They will be the ones who can generate their own demand profitably. You have two choices. You can keep playing the PPC war, paying more and more for the same customer. Or you can build a content engine that feeds your brand new sales every single day. The traffic is there. The customers are there. You just have to build the system. We've done this for over 70 brands, generating hundreds of millions of views, millions of revenue, and sold out stores. If you want us to build the system for you so you can focus on inventory and operations while we focus on scaling your store and sales, click the first link in the description box below to apply to work with us. I'll see you in the next video.